Yo, man, it is your boy SasukeUzumaki. Welcome to the Q&A series, back again with episode 7. These are just some old matches with my good friend Dragonfire X259 from about 3 years ago. So enjoy the video, guys. First question, from the Great Wrestling Ranger: have you played any Mortal Kombat Project games for the PC? Yes, I have. I have played the Mortal Kombat Project series for Mugen. Mugen is an old fighting game engine. For some of you guys who may not know, Mortal Kombat Project basically takes the sprites from the 2D Mortal Kombat games, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, from any of the systems, and you can like customize the game to make it feel like a Mortal Kombat game. You know, there's like one that was like, it said Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Trilogy, like where you have like every version of every character from Mortal Kombat 1 to Trilogy in one game, including the bosses and the hidden characters. So yes, I have played that game. You know, it's cool, you know, but it's cool to have, you know, Mortal Kombat in a Mugen format too. All right, next question. From Legendary Super Saiyan: what was the saddest moment for you in Naruto? There's a lot of sad moments in that series. I mean, Kishi, he had a thing for making things sad, you know, giving you the feels. I think the saddest moment, in my opinion, was during the Uchiha Clan massacre, like right before it started. I can't remember what chapter it was in the manga, but there's a panel where you see Itachi. He's kneeling. He's kneeling with a sword, and he's crying. You know, he's crying because he's about to kill his parents, and his parents just tell him that, you know, he's all right, that they love him, that they're proud of him, and that they make him promise, you know, to protect Sasuke. So for me, that was the saddest moment, to watch Itachi cry and the sacrifice that he would end up making in his life for Sasuke and his clan. So from Killer Monkey 296, do you think Shujinko will come back around the time of Mortal Kombat X? This one's hard to say because Shujinko wasn't even mentioned in Mortal Kombat 2011. I'm sorry that I didn't read the rest of your question. But yeah, as far as Shujinko is concerned, I don't know if the MK team is keeping that in mind, or if Shujinko will even be relevant for the story. I mean, I won't rule out the possibility of him making a return as far as characters coming back, but considering that he wasn't in MK 2011, I can't really say if he will come back. But I don't know, but that's an interesting twist of how you put it, you know, for Onaga and the Kamidogu and everything. You know, who knows? Maybe even Onaga could come back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a guess, so my guess is as good as yours, you know, when it comes to that. So we'll just have to wait and see. So from Aubrey Ash: if you were doing an endurance mode in Mortal Kombat, how many characters can you beat, you know, using the mentioned characters in that question? I mean, I don't know. It's endurance. So probably, like, with my favorite characters, I probably could do well, I guess. But as far as how many characters I could beat, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, besides, it's endurance mode, so I can only last as long as I can last, you know? I mean, it can't go on forever. I can't beat every single character forever, so eventually I'd lose, but, I mean, to put a number on that, I just don't know. I mean, I just keep going until I lose. I mean, that's the entire point of endurance mode, so really, to answer your question, I just don't know. You know, until I drop, you know, that's the number I'm giving you. So from Raymond Banks: will you ever do a Mario Party 9 series? The Mario Party games, huh? Wow, I haven't played that in a while. The last Mario Party game I uploaded was Mario Party 7, but that was back in late 2000. That was like in 2010, and those videos actually became some of the most popular videos on my channel. Like one of my videos, I think the one I did for the 4-player game on I can't remember the board. I think it was Padoga Peak, and that video had like 1 million views total overall. So that was something I was really proud of, to have a video that had at least over 1 million views. That was really cool. But I don't know. If I get a Wii U, I'll think about doing it. I was thinking about doing it for Mario Party 8, but I never got to it. So we'll just have to see about that. Alright, so from Jagar Nayar, when MKX comes out, will you do a live stream? Funny thing about your question is that I actually answered that question before you even had a chance to ask it. In my Mortal Kombat analysis video for Mortal Kombat X, I mentioned that I am going to do a live stream on PS4 for the game. I don't know if I'm going to do it right there off of YouTube or do it on Twitch. I'll probably just do it on Twitch just to try it out. And once the stream is over, obviously it'll be there on YouTube. I'll upload the stream to YouTube, and you guys can check it out for yourself. Like I said, I'm really excited for that game. I can't wait to play you guys. When I get the chance. So when the time draws near, I will let you guys know when I'm gonna live stream the game, and I really hope that I'll get to see a lot of you guys there. We only got so long, before the game comes out. So from Raven3186, mugshot. Def Jam New York, have you ever played that game? Yes, I have. And who is your favorite character? My favorite character, damn, that's hard. Man, so many rappers. I think probably Magic, I would say, because he had the submission style, and then he had the, his blazing move called the ambulance, where he snaps your spine in half. I think he was my favorite fighter from that game, Magic, Busta Rhymes. But then again, there was always my character. Your own created character. My character had like really good stats and almost all the blazing moves and stuff. So I also like playing as my own character too. I have like videos of it on my channel. They're pretty old though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to that game one day if you guys would like to see that. All right. So from Range Warrior, how would you want MKX to begin and end fighting wise? Well, since you said fighting wise, I'm assuming you mean like in an actual fight. Like how would you want the fight to start, I guess? But MKX is already doing what I wanted them to do, to be more interesting, to make the game more interesting. They're adding character-specific dialogue, which I think is really cool because not a lot of games do that. So they even say character-specific quotes to themselves, as they fight. So if Scorpion is fighting himself, he'll say something about himself, when he fights himself. Then of course you got Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and all the characters interacting with each other like that. That's really cool. That's one thing that really caught my eye. The attention to detail that the MK team is putting into this game, it really impresses me so far. So I'm really digging that character dialogue. So from Sprite Chasers, do you have a favorite non-fighting game? That's probably easy for me to answer. I would say Mario Kart Double Dash is like my favorite non-fighting game because, oh man, I mean, come on, man. 2 racers on 1 cart, you had double the fun. You could play co-op, so you could play with a friend while you're driving, and like your partner, is on the back, with the other controller throwing items. You could pass him items. It was really cool. I remember I did some videos with my friend James, in co-op. That was another video that got like a 1 million view mark during the All Cup tour in that game. So I'll probably go back to Double Dash again because I really love that game. I miss playing it. I just don't have it now because I let him borrow the disc, but unfortunately he had lost it on accident. So I'll probably go back to Mario Kart Double Dash when I get the chance. So hopefully you guys will like seeing that on my channel too. Alright, so hopefully that answers your question as well. Alright, so from Sprite Chasers again, what did you think about MK vs. DC Universe? As a Mortal Kombat fan, I played it as a Mortal Kombat fan, but of course, the controversy came about, that you can't, disembowel your enemies, you can't rip them in half and shit, because of the DC characters, the DC villains and the Mortal Kombat characters, they have fatalities, and the DC heroes, they had heroic brutalities, So it was the lack of violence and brutality that really kind of caused the controversy behind the game, but for what it is, I liked it. You know, the whole universe thing crossing over. You know, at least the story made sense. You know, I mean, Mortal Kombat characters cross over into worlds all the time during the story mode and shit. So yeah. Alright guys, so that'll do it for episode 7 of my Q&A series. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave your questions down below for future episodes. I'm gonna try to make a video about Mortal Kombat X today as well, if I can, and I'll try to post that after this, so hopefully that video is being uploaded by the time you guys are done watching this episode. So feel free to check out my thoughts on MKX as a whole so far, and I will catch you guys in the next Q&A series episode, with that being episode 8. I've been your boy Sasuke Uzumaki. Peace.